Hello guys, welcome to the Chess for Sharks channel. And in today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to play the Chameleon variation of the Sicilian defense. Well, I'm sure you all know what the Sicilian defense is. The popular opening that is characterized by the move e4, c5. Now, most white players find it difficult playing against Sicilian defense. Why? Because it's actually there's so much theory involved, so much memorization, so much variations involved. For example, black can decide to play the Nashdorf, black can decide to play the dragon, can decide to just go for the classical. So there's just so many theories involved in the Sicilian defense. But in today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you a very effective way to play against the Sicilian defense, and that's actually very simple. I'm going to be showing you the chameleon variation of the Sicilian defense. Now let's just go straight to the analysis. Now the variation is characterized by we have e4, c5. This is the normal Sicilian defense. Now we have knight c3, knight c6, and now in now popularly you can just decide to play knight f3 d4 for like try to open up the game, but for the chameleon variation we are going with knight g to e2. Now this move may seem like a pretty bad move, but in actual sense it's quite sensible. Why black? The reason is that black do not actually know what you are trying to do. They don't know whether you are trying to go for b3, bishop b2, fianchetto, or you're trying to develop your light square bishop to g2, or whether you're trying to just open up the center, or whether you're trying to go for a kingside attack later on with f4. So this is why it's called the chameleon variation, because your opponent do not really know what you are trying to do. And now I'm following the main line. If black decides to go for e5, um strengthening his hold on the d4 square, white can immediately go knight d5, immediately taking control of the weak d5 square, immediately occupying that weak d5 square. And if black decides to go knight f6, white can decide to reinforce his knight at d5. And this position, it is easy for black to get cramped in this position. So this variation is a very nice variation because black do not actually know what you're trying to do, whereas you as white you have many options available. Now let's say black plays d6, white can go bishop c4, straining the d5 square, and the opening is already looking good for white. Now I'm going to be showing you a game that was played by Fischer against Naranja. Now this game was Fischer plays the chameleon variation of the Sicilian defense, and watch how he destroyed his opponent's king side like in 32 moves. Now let's go through the game. We have e4, c5, knight c3, knight c6, knight g to e2, and e5. Now we have the normal opening moves: knight d5, knight f6, knight e to c3, and bishop e7. So Fischer continued this development. Bishop c4, black castle d3, h6, and now white went for f4, trying to just open up the f5. Now this opening is very easy for to launch an attack on the king side. And now after d6, white played f5. Now it's clear what white wants to do here, because white wants to play h4, g4, try to open up the black king side. Now black does not really have anything to play. Like it's actually very difficult to find a good move for black. So he went with b6, trying to develop his light square bishop. But Fischer still went on with his kingside attack. And after rook c8, he took the knight on f6. After bishop takes f6, he played queen h5. Now it's easy to see that white attack is materializing very fast. And if black does not do something drastic, he's going to lose. So after bishop e7, that move was kind of slow. Fischer played bishop g5, a very brilliant move. Now the thing is that he can't take the bishop at g5, because if he takes bishop takes g5 and h takes g5, the king side would be under so much pressure, because g takes h6 is coming, and the queen and the rook battery here is going to destroy the king side. So he coming. So instead, black went for d5, and white took the bishop on f6. There were some exchanges. Um, yeah. and now white exchange. But now we can see that the position is already good for white. Black has managed to successfully stop the attack, but we can see that white is actually that has more pawns than black. So after this move, white will just want to exchange pieces and try to make use of more of his pawns. Now you can see that this was the game, and white tried to exchange pieces because he's actually a pawn up, and we can see that black resigned there. Why? Because rook d7 is coming later on. Then after taking the a7 pawn, then we have this fast pawn. So it's very easy for white to actually win in this game. So we can see the Chameleon variation. We can see how dangerous is camping. So maybe when you're trying you're playing white against Sicilian defense, you can just try this variation because it's a very nice variation, a very good one, and one that does not actually need so much um memorization. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and